Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Spiritual Grace. How you guys doing today? I hope you are doing fine. Today we are doing another thing entirely, how to cut a stylish halter neck play suit. So you can see the style on the screen. This is what we are doing today. Please, if you are not subscribed to my YouTube channel, please kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel. Please subscribe, share my video to your friends, to your loved ones. Okay guys, you can see that I already draw a line. This is just a basic measurement. So I'm going to explain the bust I'm working with the bust, the under bust, the waist, the hip, and the full length. So this is a jumpsuit. So what I'm going to do, from my shoulder to my bust, from my shoulder to the bust is 10 inches. From the shoulder to the under bust is 14 inches. For the shoulder to the waist is 16 inches. So while they're from my waist to the full length, you can see my waist to the full length is 16 inches. So this is 16 inches. From my waist to my full length is 16 inches. So from my waist to my hip, I measured 8 inches. I hope you can see from my waist to the hip, I measured 8 inches. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to make sure that this line, so that you can see it very well. You can see. I'm going to make the line so that you can see the line very well. I hope you can see. Please, this moment, if you are not subscribed, please kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel. Please subscribe. Press the subscribe button. It's free. Just press it. It's free. So this is my chest line. So this is my chest line. So what I'm going to do, this is my chest line, my bust line, my under bust line, my waist line, my hip line. So this is the full length. Then I add the 2 inches for the folding allowance. So the neck that I'm working with, the shoulder that I'm working in is 14 inches. 14 divided by 2, it will give you 7, right? This is where it stops. While the neckline I'm working with, I'm working by 3 inches. The wideness is 3 inches, while the width is 3 inches. So you know that our shoulder is not straight. So I count that by 1 inches here. I hope you can see. 1 inches here. This is 1 inches. So I'm going to connect this line together. This 1 inches that I come down with, I will connect it to these 3 inches. I hope you can see what I'm doing. I'll connect it. We all know this. So this is, I will connect it. So what I'm going to do, how I get this chest line, divide the bust into 6, add the 1.5 to it. So I divided the bust into 6, add the 1.5 to it. So this is what is going to give me. So this, what I have here from this place to this place, I'm going to divide it into 2. After dividing it into 2, this is the center point. So I'm going to come in by ½ inch. So I will measure ½ inch here. This is ½ inch. So I'm going to connect this line from here to this place, while from here to this place. Before I do that, then I'm going to take the chest measurement. That is bust. The bust is 10 inches, 14 inches divided into 4. Sorry, it will give you 10, right? So it will stop here. This is 10. So what I'm going to do, I will connect from here to this place. First of all, I will connect this line first. I will connect it this way. While from here, I will connect it. So this is our chest line. I hope you can see. So from this waistline, I'm going to come to the waist. This is my waist. I will measure the nipple. The nipple to nipple that I'm working with, this is 4. Then I will come to this under bust. This is my waistline. I will come to this under bust. I will measure the same bust. So this is under bust. So this is my bust line. This is the bust line I'm working with. Then I'm going to come down by 1 inches. So I'm going to come down by 1 inches here. So from here, I will measure 1 inches. Look at this is the 1 inches. So I'm going to connect this line together from here to this place. I hope you can see what I'm doing. Please, if you don't understand, just rewind the video again. Please also subscribe to my YouTube channel. Subscribe. So from this chest, from this waistline, then this side I will take ½ inch. I will take ½ inch here. That is 1 inch, right? When I take ½ inch this side, take ½ inch this side, is going to that will be 1 inch. So I'm going to connect from this 1 inches that I cut down. I'll connect it this way. I hope you can see. I'll connect it. Then I'll also connect it. Make sure that is aligned, whatever you are doing. I hope you can see. So I'm going to come to this my neckline. This is the neckline that I'm working with. You know that I'm working by 3 inches by 3. So this neckline that I'm working with, so I'm going to mark it. So this is the 3 inches. I'm sorry. So this is the neckline. So this is my neckline. I'm going to cut that by 1½ inch. So this is 1½ inch here. So I'll cut that by 1½ inch here. I hope you can see. So from this 1½ inch, I'm going to connect it to this place. So I'll connect it this way. I hope you can see. I'll connect it this way. Is to this armhole. You can see. You can use your ruler or your hand, your free hand to connect it. Make sure that it's aligned. Make sure that everything is aligned to the armhole. I hope you can see. Let me use my so that you can see. Sorry, this is how it's going to look like. I hope you can see. So the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to place my body measurements. So the measurement that I have here, then we'll bring it to display. The same 10 inches. So the waist under bust that I'm working is the same for the waist is 34. So I'm going to divide it into 2. While the hip that I'm working with is 42. Then I'm still going to place the hip measurement. After placing the waist measurement, so what we have here, this is 1 inches. You will replace it here. So we are still going to measure what we have here. What we have here is 0.7. So this is what we have here, 0.7. So I'm going to replace it here. I'll place my hip measurement. So the next thing I'm going to do, you can see that I add to this place. So because it's a suit, I add to this place from the waistline. So this line that you are seeing, this is where they start from. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to divide my hip into 6. To get your cross line, you divide your hip into 3. I will divide my hip into 3. So what I have, after dividing it into 3, it gave me 14 inches. So I'm going to mark 14 inches. So this is 14 inches top. So the reason why I'm using this so that you can see, after dividing my hip into 3, give me 14. So I'm going to divide the same hip to get my cross line. I will divide my hip into 16. After dividing it into 16 to give me 2.6. So I'm going to place the 2.6 here. So this will not serve as my cross line, as my cross. So then I'm going to use my curve. Before I will use my curve to do it, to curve me, I hope you can see what I'm doing. Before I will use my curve, then I'm going to come up by 1 inch. I hope you can see. And I'm going to place it like so. After coming up by 1 inch, then I'll place it this way. This will not serve as our cross line. So you can see. So what I'm going to do from this place, I'm going to take 1 inch. 1 inch here. So from this place, I will connect it like so to this 1 inch. I'm going to connect it from here to this 1 inch. Let me check what I have. This is 1 inches. This is 1 inches. First of all, I will connect this line like so. I hope you can see what I'm doing. I'm going to connect it this way, like so. So after doing that, then I'm going to cut for this my waistline. So from this my waist, this is my hip. I'm going to come down from my waist to the hip line. I will come down by 6 inches. So this is where my dart is going to stop. Then I will connect this like so. Then I'm going to connect it this way. Sorry, connect it this way. So this is how it's going to look like. So after doing that, then I'm going to take my hip measurement. I'll take my hip measurement, divide my hip into 4. Divide my hip into 4. Then I'll place the measurement like so. I'll place it this way. Then I will add the 1 inches allowance. Then I'll also add the 1 inches ease. So this, from this place, I'm going to connect it to this place. Then I will connect it. The same measurement that I have here. Then I'm going to place it this way. So what I have here is 13 inches. Then I will measure the same 13 inches here. I hope you can see. So I'm going to come to this. This will not be the round leg. You know that his suit is not straight, it's not tight. So I'm going to measure the round leg of the person. The tie, what I have is 12. Yeah, what I have is 24. 24 divided into 2 to give me 12, right? I will place 12, then I will add the 1 inches allowance. So from here, I'm going to connect to this place, connect the line together. So I already connect the line together. You can see. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to cut it out. Please, you should not forget, if you are cutting the neckline, you are going to measure what you have here. You are going to use it to cut the turtleneck. You are going to use it to cut the neck. So what I have here is 5 inches. So I already mark it down from here. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to cut it out. This is the dart. From here to this place is 1 inches. The difference is 1 inches. So I'm going to cut it. Then I'm going to slide from here. After cutting it out, first of all, let me cut it out. So we already cut it out. So this is how it's going to look like. So if you want to close your dart, you can just close it this way. If you want to cut, you will just cut it out. Even this here, that is the waist, this normal dart. If you want to close it, just close it this way. I hope you can see. Close it this way. Use your sellotape to close it. This is how it's going to look like. So this is the dart. So this is the dart. So I'm going to place this aside, and I'll cut the front, the back. You can see gum it back like so. You will gum it back this way. So this is the back side of the top of the suit. So what we are going to do, so this place that I measured is 1.5 inches. This will serve as our zipper. This will serve as our zip. So let me use the marker so that I can see it very well. So this one is 1.5 inches for the zip. So I'm still going to take the 23 inches for the wideness. Why the shoulder is 7 inches. So 14 divided by 2, it will give you 7, right? So that we're going to use 1.5 inches for here. Then I'll connect this line together. I'm going to connect it this way. Cut down with 1 inches. You know that our shoulder is not straight. The same measurement that we use, cut down by 1 inch. So I'm going to connect this way. So while from this place, divide your bust into 6. Add the 1.5 inches to it. So it stop here, 1.5 inches. So the same measurement for the bust at the front, the same measurement for the bust at the back. So I'm going to divide this place. From here to this place, divide it into 2. This is the midpoint. So before I will connect this line together, I'm going to divide the bust into 4. Divide the bust into 4. So this is where they stop. So I'm going to stop here like so. Sorry, I hope you can see. After dividing the bust into 4, this is for the back side. So the half length of the front was 16 inches, right? So what we have here is a 15 inches because of the side down. So what I'm going to do, so this is the chest line, this is the bust line, so while this is the waist line, right? So I'm going to take my dart, that is nipple to nipple, divided into 2, sorry. So from here, this is the waistline, then I'll still do the same thing here. I'll connect this line together. I hope you can see what I'm doing. I'm going to connect this line together like so. So I'm going to take ½ inch this side. I will take ½ inch here. Then I will take ½ inch here. So I will connect it from here to this place like so. I will do it this way. Then I also do the same thing this way. I hope you can see. So what I'm going to do now, know that we measure this place. So I'm still going to measure 1½ inches, the same 1½ inches that I take for the neckline at the front. So this is the 1½ inch. So I'm going to connect it this way like so. To meet this, you can see. So if I want to cut, I will cut it here. Before I will do that, I'm going to measure what I have. Don't forget that the front side will measure from here to here. So I'm still going to measure what I have here. I will measure what I have. I have a 3½. I'm going to measure. We are going to use it to cut the neck. So this is 3½ inch. So from this waistline, I'm going to take ½ inch because of the zipper board. I will take ½ inch here. I'm going to connect it. So from here, I'm going to connect it this way. I hope you can see. Just let you connect it to meet it down. So what I'm going to do, just for me to cut it out. Before I cut it out, then I'm going to add my allowance, my measurement. This is 10 inches. The same, I will measure the same 10 inches. The waist divided into 2 to give me 9½. Then I'm going to place it. Before I will place the waist measurement, place the bust measurement, the allowance. Then don't forget this one. This is 1 inches. We are going to replace it here. Then we are going to cut it out. So this is the back. We already cut it. So I'm going to place this aside. Then I'm going to bring the brown paper that I'm using for the same back down, the down of the back. So this is the front one that we cut before. So I'm going to place it this way. Please, you should not forget. So this is the front one. So I will place it this way, the same measurement, because we already added the allowance for the folding for the down when we are cutting it from the front. So I'm going to place it this way. So let me use my fork to hold it down like so. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to come to this cross side. I hope you can see. I will measure 2 inches. Let me use marker. I'm going to measure 2 inches for this cross line. So this is for the back. I will measure 2 inches. I hope you can see what I'm doing. Okay, I will measure 2 inches. So while from this down, I will measure 1 inches. I hope you can see. So I'm going to connect this line from here. I will just connect it this way. This is the cross line for the back. So from there, I'm going to measure 2 inches. 2 inches. 2 inches. 2 inches. 2 inches. So I'm going to connect this line together like so. I hope you can see. I'll connect it this way from here. Let me connect it this way. So I'm going to connect it from here. Sorry, to make this. You should not forget from here to here is 2 inches. I hope you can see what I'm doing. So from here, I'm going to make the waist measurement. So the waist we are working with is 34 divided by 4, it will give you 8½. So this is where the waist measurement. We know that we already marked 2 inches here. So I'm going to connect this line to there. I will connect it up so that we will not be confused. You can see, I hope you can see what I'm doing. Let me dress it to the camera. So what I'm going to do, the same measurement that I have here, then I'm going to place it. So this is for the back. So I'm going to place it. Then I'm going to take it slant this way. So what I have here is now 10½ inch. So from here, I'm going to connect this place up. I will connect it up this way. I hope you can see. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to connect it from here to this place. You can see what I'm doing. I will now connect it from here to this place like so. So this is not, sorry, this is now for the back, while this is now for the front. So what I'm going to do from this place, I'm going to connect it to meet this my waistline. So I'll connect it this way to meet it to my hip line, this way like so. Sorry, I hope you can see. So if I want to cut, I'll cut it this way, cut it down. I'll cut from here down and connect it. So we are done. While this is for the front, while this is for the back. So this is the front side. This is the front side. After cutting it, I gum it back. So this is the up. So we are going to cut the tape that will be at the front. So you can see that this is another brown paper. Then I'm going to place this at the, I'm going to place it up like so. You can see the way I'm placing it, so that we can cut that cape that will be at the front and the back. So I'm going to place it, then I will use my office pin to hold it like so, so that the thing will not move. I will hold it this way, and I will do the same thing to this other side. I hope you can see what I'm doing. So what I'm going to do from here, please, you can see what I'm doing. So from this place, from this neckline, let me trace it. Okay. Oh, sorry. So from this neckline, then I'm going to use my pencil to just curve it this way to have that cape at the front and at the back. You can see the style on the screen. Please, I don't know how I'm going to explain it. So I will just curve it this way, curve it down like so, just give it a shape. Then I'm going to stop here, because you know that after sewing it, we are going to attach this to the shirt that we are sewing, to the suit. So I'm going to use my tracing wheel to trace it out. I know you cannot see it. I'm going to use my tracing wheel to trace it out. Then after tracing it, I'm going to remove this. But before I remove this, first of all, let me trace it out. I know that you cannot see it. I will just trace it this way, like the way I'm doing it. After tracing it out, then I'm going to cut this side first before we cut it, so that we are cutting the same thing with this at the same shape. So I'll just cut it this way. Sorry. I'll cut it this way. I hope you can see what I'm doing. Just the same thing, the same neck. So I already cut it. Then I'm going to remove this. I'll place this aside. Then I'm going to remove this, the office pin, so that I can cut it out. Sorry, you might not see it, but I will see what I did. Then I'm going to use. So we already cut it out. If you are cutting this, you can see that this is different. We should not forget we are cutting this too. So let me just say if you are in the right place. So I'm going to position it this. So if we follow what we trim at exactly. So this is it. We already cut it. If you want to cut this, you should cut two of this. So this is the front, while this is the back. You can see this is the back, while this is the front. So this is the cape. I don't know. This is the cape that will be at the back and the front. So this is the style. You can see this is how it's going to look like. So if you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, please kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. So if you want to just sew yours, it'll be very easy for you. Make it on a brown paper before you transfer it to the material. It will be very, very easy. Despite that, if I'm not sewing it, but how to draft it, it will be easy for you. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. My name remains Purity Grace. God bless you. Bye.